Oh, I was just moving to the music there. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Carrie Kohan's Mystic Compass. I'm so excited to be with you again. So today, we are doing readings. I've got my cards. Cards will travel. So I am in the UK. Glenn is with us out of Canada, in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, or just outside of Edmonton. And we're here to work with you again. Hi, Glenn. How you doing? You coming? Are you there? He's coming. I think he's going to be showing up any second now.
Am I here? Is my mic on? Is the volume
It
clicking?
is. Long time no see, it feels like. Gosh.
Hello, I know.
Hi.
Stranger, how you doing?
Yeah, it feels, Glenn and his wife Tammy and I all lived together for the entire summer. And my God, we had fun. It was a really good time. Cohabitating. We would finish the show, we'd high five each other, we'd have so much fun, we'd have Timmy's tidbits and all that good stuff. And now it's like we say, hi, bye on the show. And then I tried phoning you after the last show. Did I get a hold of you? I talked to Tammy. I didn't get to chat with you. And then all of a sudden, like 5 days have gone by and here we are again. Wow.
I know time is flying, and now we got to look at different, time zones, and we got to look at different clocks. And
yeah,
here's your weather forecast for Carrie and I. Currently in Edmonton, Alberta, is about 15 degrees Celsius with broken clouds. In London, around where Carrie is, it is currently 6:07 p.m. right now, and she is experiencing 20 degrees Celsius with scattered clouds. In Wellington, where our good friend Lynn is currently around in the New Zealand area, it is currently 5:07 a.m. for Lynn. Light rain, Lynn. Enjoy the rain. Go dance in the rain if you're near the Wellington area. And in Albufeira. Thank you. 32. Look at the difference in temperature.
I know.
32 degrees.
That's my other home. I will be there in about 3 weeks' time. Yay.
32. No wonder they shut down in August.
Oh, it's hot there. Remember we were talking with someone, was it last week? And I was saying, yeah, no wonder you're feeling sluggish. Look at the heat in Albufeira and Lisbon and Portugal, period. It's a warm climate right now. This is the heat, the season.
We were watching a show yesterday. My mom is actually up. Mom's watching right now on the big screen. She's probably sitting in your chair right now.
Oh, yeah. That's so nice.
Up watching,
are you sitting in my chair? Sorry for interrupting. Is she sitting in my chair?
I think she's sitting in that big round chair.
Oh, I like that one too. Yeah.
She's in the big round chair. But yeah, no, we were watching a show last night and they were talking about in Portugal, everyone takes August off. And Tammy and I kind of looked at it. Yeah, that's what Carrie said, is that they take the month off of August because it's so hot.
It's so hot. All the lawyers, the judges, everything, the whole system shuts down month of August. You can't get anything done in the month of August. No plumbing, no electrical, nothing. It's shut down in the Algarve anyways. I don't know about northern Portugal, but definitely in the southern.
My mom came upstairs, you usually would come upstairs.
Yeah.
And first thing she looked at me and goes, Glenn, you don't have the curl.
Yeah, it's true. What happened to that little curly Q?
Well, now that I'm self-conscious about it, everyone teasing me about it. I gotta make sure it's slicked back with a slick back look.
Well, now you got the, I can't say, words that we used to use like 40 years ago. You can't say that anymore.
Can't say anything. My mom still does because she's like 81. So she doesn't care. She still says them. And I'm like, Mom, you can't say that now. And she's like, what are you talking about? We can say that. No. You want to get put in jail? Yeah, exactly. There's the big card.
Yeah.
Well, folks, thank you for coming in. Let's say a few hellos to our chat here. Reza, welcome in. First one in.
Reza. Yeah, it might be Reza. You're right.
Okay. Is it Rez or is it Rees? I think it's Reza. We got Jackson from Canada. Jackson for good old Canada. We've got Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Hope all
Hey,
is
Crystal.
well with you as well. From Alabama, we got Brenda. Good to see
Love
Brenda.
it.
Liz with the
Hey, y'all.
emotes. Hey, Liz. And there is Lynn. Lynn, we just did the weather forecast. Is it raining?
Australia, New Zealand. You're New Zealand, right, Lynn?
Yep. New Zealand. 5:10 a.m. What dedication?
Wow.
Okay, we got some readings coming up. We've got
Hey,
Ravana.
Ketz is in France. Did you see that?
I'm not down there. I'm still working my way across the world.
Okay.
I'm in
going.
the UK now. I'm further going east. Okay, we got expert in business in the UK. I didn't know that's where expert in business was from. I thought expert in business was from good old USA. No.
Yeah. No.
India, Shravana watching us from India. Hello. Who else is in the house saying hi? We've got Criolla from France.
Love
There we
Criolla.
go. So I'm finally in France. I've arrived in the airport. And
Wow.
Ketz, also, bonjour. Comment ça va?
It's all right.
Multicultural.
Bonjour. Oh, Lord. Bonjour.
Lacey Blue from good old Washington State. Been to Bellingham, been down when the family took a trip down to Las Vegas years ago. Of course, we go through Washington State, right south of Vancouver. Yep. So good to see Lacey close by. And also Lolly from Sunshine Coast. So I'm back in Canada. The trip in France was a short one. Oui. I hope that suffices. Get your questions in if you have a reading, a question for Carrie. Pardon-moi?
Yeah.
Why am I thinking of the Austin Powers movies? He was in the UK, wasn't he? Austin Powers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you have a question for Carrie, please put it in the chat. We'll try to get through them in order, but sometimes I like to go.
Mm-hmm. I'm interrupting a lot today. I'm sorry, but yes or no questions, please. You know, not give me a reading for my full year. No, this is 5 minutes. Right. We want yes or no. That kind of question.
However, if you do want the full Carrie, you can book a session for 45 minutes and get the full year review if you like. Do you do full year reviews in that 45 minutes?
Very.
Yes. There you go.
Yes.
So book with Carrie. Tammy put the link in the chat and you guys can get your 45-minute session. And Carrie always has a lot of very, very positive results from her sessions and makes people cry for a good reason sometimes too. So get your session booked.
Good tears.
Okay. So we'll wait for...
I've been going since 11 o'clock this morning, 7 hours in counseling, doing sessions. So I'm quite excited. It's been a long day, but I'm ready. I've got my cards. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
We'll get to some questions shortly. There's only a couple right now, so we'll wait for a few more. Whoa, where am I going here? Also, if you missed it, on the weekend, we celebrated Tammy's birthday. So once again, happy birthday, Tammy. If you missed it on Friday, her birthday was on Saturday. We had the family over. We had cake. We played some games, watched some TV. The grandkids were over, and it was a fun day. So happy birthday.
And your daughter did some really special things, apparently, like worked 7 hours on one of the cakes or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law was did a it's called a tuxedo cake. It's chocolate with some kind of I like pudding or something, like vanilla pudding, different layers, like a layered cake. Tuxedo cake. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, really thoughtful. I mean, the hours that she put in, I was dutifully impressed. I thought, wow, that's a nice daughter-in-law. Good job. Good job.
So it was a good it was a good day. It was a fun day. And again, if you guys enjoy the music you hear at the top of the show, please check out the Mystic Compass soundtrack and all your favorite streaming services. We like to mention this a couple times a week, including the single Caught the Next Bus, which is a reflection on Carrie's past romantic aspects of her life.
It's my hurtin' song.
Yes. Yes.
It's like a tell-all hurtin' song. You know what it's based on is Carrie Underwood's Before He Cheats, gonna carve my name into the side of his, whatever it was, with a
Yes.
Louisville hammer, or I can't remember the lyrics, but it was based on that. Same kind of
But
thing.
it was, it was definitely a song you would hear on the radio, and
Oh yeah.
but you move to it too. It's not just a a sappy, sad song. It's a moving song. There is a lot of positivity in it as well.
Yeah.
So
Well,
check those out.
now the clean version and the explicit version. So the F-bomb is on one of the songs. So you can get either or. You can get the clean version for the radio or the explicit, they call
Depends
it.
how hurting you are, I guess, which
Yeah.
version you want to listen to.
Exactly.
Also, feel free to check out. I've got a few songs out there as well that I put together in March. I put out the Rocky Mountain Parodies, which again include songs like the Canadian USA Tariff War. We've also got I Don't Want to Go to Starbucks. So check those out. In May for Mother's Day for my mother, I put out Grandma's Greatest Hits. You can check out songs like Bingo Fever and Grandma Got Locked in Goodwill on Christmas Eve. And she would probably enjoy that. Well, so would Carrie probably.
I would, definitely. I'd have a heyday.
And then this month, country album, including songs like Help Him Become More Country and A Small Town Thunder. So yeah, go check those out. Your support is always welcome. And
I like that title, Small Town Thunder. Wow.
Yeah, Small Town Thunder, about an Alberta small town.
Yeah.
There you go.
Was that based on the show that we did of that town that was named after the containers, right?
Oh, the Saskatchewan one?
Yeah. Remember we did the show in the clouds and the thunder in the clouds, and it was a small town thunder.
Yep.
That's what
former president's wife, was kind of part of that. The shipping containers and all that. Well, it could have been. It could be any small town, but it's specifically to Alberta. So
there you go.
I'm in Alberta. So yes, please check those out. And the reason why we bring up the music, because coming up very soon, in just over a week's time, next weekend, Carrie and I with our musical inspirational course that we hope you guys would sign up for. 3 parts throughout the day that we're going to go through and help you, inspire you to write your own lyrics and create your own music. So that'll start 9:30 a.m. Mountain, go to about 4 p.m. Mountain time, writing your own songs, how to compose your music, picking the genre, downloading, and finally how to publish, whether it's through promoting on a radio station or promoting on a music streaming service. So you want to sign up for that course, only 8 spots because of the program that we use. So please consider that. That is coming up next weekend, August. It says August 11th, but it's actually August 30th. So
30th.
There is wrong. Yeah. August the 30th, like it says right here on the, I think it says there it is, August 30th.
August 30th.
Yeah.
One thing about that, though, is our Friday show the day before, the 29th, we're not going to be having, right?
Right. So Friday the 29th, no Mystic Compass. I mean, Carrie's busy doing readings during the day, and then she's got to prep for her components of the workshop. So we're going to use that as a preparation day. So there won't be a show on Friday, August the 29th. Okay. I think that's all I wanted to get through there. So let's see. You ready for a few readings?
Yes, very much. Let's get going. Hi, everyone.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
What do we have first here? We've got Crystal. May I have a reading on whether the situation between N and I getting amicable in the future?
So the first word that showed up was naked. I would say that that's actually probably an indication that, you might be moving towards that. There is a possibility that you could go separate ways. Okay, let me look in. You're reading whether the situation between Anne and you is going to become amicable in the future. Naked can be vulnerable. It can mean being totally wide open. And will you be amicable? Yes or no? Yeah, very much. Right now, it feels like you're vulnerable, like you're naked, like you have no clothes on. It feels very, yeah, open. So when you heal, the rest will heal. When you actually, when you do the inner work yourself, it's all going to come together. And quite frankly, when we have any kind of disruptions, we'll say, realize that they're your best friend on the other side. They volunteered to come here to give you some challenges. And those challenges are about the 5 lessons of life. It is about forgiveness, compassion, faith, trust, and unconditional love. So this is what I'll invite you, Crystal, to start to do for yourself. Number 1 is say to yourself, okay, I forgive myself for anything that I said, did, acted upon, and that was either hurtful or caused someone else some pain or caused myself some pain, right? So forgive yourself, have compassion for yourself, and also understand, trust, and have faith that you're on the right path. Everything has happened here for a reason. I know. And have the unconditional love for yourself, okay? Because often we pick patterns. It could be just one more pattern. So in order for you to be amicable in the future, the healing has to take place, but the healing always starts within, okay? It starts with you. So set the intention every day, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be alive. And as you grow that vibration within, everything around you is miraculous. It just starts to heal, including the relationship with N and you. Okay. And then you won't feel so exposed any longer. You'll be comfortable in your own skin, which will bring back miracles all around you. Okay. Much love to you, honey.
Wow. Beautifully said. Thank you for that, Carrie. And thank you, Crystal, for the question. Next question from Jackson. Jackson Karen, by the way, is Jackson. And this is something, Carrie, near and dear to all of us that have pets. Karen, beautiful cat of 9 years old, was put down. Can you tell if his sweet soul has crossed over? Miss him terribly.
I believe that cats and dogs, animals, cross over immediately. They are not like humans in that we have the ability there is a black zone or black void, a gray void, and a white void. And some humans go into that gray void when we cross over. It's like an abyss, a nowhere land. And it's usually because we are doubting our own self-worth. We are wrapped up in anger, frustration, all the lower level vibration energies. And it is in that field that we learn to trust and have faith that there is something within us that is connected to the God source energy. Whether you call it God, Buddha, Allah, it's up to you. Replace God with whatever name you feel comfortable with. But that source energy is our connection. And so when we finally call upon, God, Jesus, angels, Buddha, Allah, whoever it is for you to be by your side, that's when we move out of the gray void and into the white void, which we know is heaven. I know this because I died twice and I've gone through all of this physically myself. So as far as cats and dogs go, they go immediately. When I look at your sweet one, very, very happy. And I wouldn't be surprised if another little one just shows up in the future and not staying with you. This one's just going to come and go. And it is, I don't want to say the reincarnation, because it's like your cat just comes back for a moment just to see you and experience you. and then leaves again, almost like an angelic visit. Okay. But you can talk to your cat at any time. Your cat's still with you, is still energetically with you, and loves you very much. If I can see your sweet kitty, then you can as well. Okay. I can't remember if it was a he or she. It's a she. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on the screen. No, it's a he. You see the name on
Is
the
it?
screen.
Feels very gentle, like a gentle cat. So there we go. Maybe
Sunny.
now that it's crossed. Yeah, Sunny.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Great. So enjoy, honey. It's all right. I know it's like losing a child. So many times when we lose our cat or our dog, people go, "Oh, that's too bad," but it's like losing a child. If you said that you lost a child, people would be devastated for you, many anyways. And it's the same type of emotion. So my heart goes out to you. Hugs very much. And it's all right. Your beautiful cat was with you for the time that it was meant to be. And it raised like many animals, it knew very strongly how you felt and was able to be with you, and support you. So, and it's doing that now from the other side. Okay. Much love.
Always difficult. Again, we've lost a lot of pets along the ways, and I've said before, my favorite breed of dog is the golden retriever, and we've had a couple really gentle, loving golden retrievers, and when they passed on, it was devastating. And
oh yeah,
all the best, Karen. Thank you for sharing that, and I hope that helps heal you along the way. Purple Angel.
hey,
Hi,
Purple.
Carrie. Can you tell me if I will change jobs soon?
Didn't you just get a new job? It feels like there's newness around you. So either you're getting a new job or you just got a new job. It's like you have things in boxes. You put things in boxes, and your job's a box. And so you go from one box to the other. The house is a box, the job is a box, the income's a box, the food is a box, the restaurant's a box, the relationship's a box, right? And so we want to get out of the boxiness of life, because in the boxiness carries some past pain of either being backstabbed or something like that. So very different answer, I know, than what you're thinking about asking about a job, but it goes hand in hand, because when you think in compartments, there is not the flow that normally would be there. We need you to get more in the flow. And that comes with meditation. It comes with prayer. It comes with stilling your mind and being with yourself and just allowing that loving flow to go through you. Again, it goes back to knowing your end result first. So if you want a new job, see it, feel it, sense it, and celebrate in it. Dance around with it. Your ideas create your future. So if you are sitting in, I don't know if I'm going to have another job, I don't know if I'm going to get it, that kind of the uncertainty, guess what you're going to get more of, right? And ambiguousness, like the job that you get may not be the thing that pleases you. We need you to get to the finish line here, where you're cutting the red ribbon. You're going, oh my God, I got the best job ever, right? We want you to celebrate. So it's not just a job, right, in a compartment. I want you to blow the doors off of that compartment and go for the best job you could ever imagine, right? Oh my God, I got the job. Now, how does that feel compared to, do you think I'm going to get a job in the future? Right? So we need you to start visualizing, honey, and seeing and feeling it, sensing it. Close your eyes. And if you knew the job that you want, this goes for everyone. I want you to close your eyes and feel and sense where you're going to be in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year time in the career, doing what it is that you want to do, that is bringing you such joy. And you're not only giving to community, you're helping others, but you're also receiving financially very well for what you are doing. And so it is just such joy and satisfaction that is bubbling up inside you, right? That's what I want you to all visualize and see your outcome first. There you go.
Well, let's stay on the career path here, as
Okay.
Shravani from India also has a similar question.
Yeah.
Any career opportunity heading my way?
So the Radiance card came up for you. It's a cute little sprite, right? So these are cards that I made up myself. And I've got my glasses way over here. Alara is the name of that cute little sprite at the very beginning. Oh, Linz, can you grab me a glass of water, please? I forgot to come here with a glass of water, so I'm a little parched. Okay, so Radiance is what came up for you, my dear. And basically, you're a light, you're a beacon of light, shining bright. And each time that you allow that light to blossom, it helps heal the world and you shine brighter. Isn't that exactly what we were just saying? So will you have a job opportunity heading your way? If you want it, yes, of course. Is this what you want, though? That's what I always come back to. I feel that you want to change, but you don't know what the change is, right? Is that correct? So if you want to change, you've got to be very decisive. In my workshops, I had actually it was during a session. It was during one of my one-to-one sessions. I had a download, and that was, if life was like a restaurant and God was your waiter, what would you order from the menu of life? So, Shivani, I want to ask you that. What would you order if you had a menu of life? If you could order anything off that menu, I want you to go and grab a pen and paper. That goes to everyone here. Go and grab a pen and paper, and I want you to start writing down right now, what is it that you would order from the menu of life? And what job opportunity would you create for yourself? Because yes, of course you have job opportunities coming your way. Of course you do. You just need to be open to them and manifest them. How do you manifest them? Every single day, as you're laying down, you close your eyes, and it's in that beautiful moment, just as you're falling asleep. You know, so many people are talking about this now. I've been doing this for 30 years. It's just at that moment that you're falling asleep. You know, you're in the body, but you're not actually in the body. You're kind of hovering above the body, right? It's at that moment you set the intention for the following day, the following week, the following year. And you say to yourself, I am so happy and grateful now that I am accepting this beautiful job that is coming my way. And this job is be specific. You know, I did this when finding a house. I said, okay, dear Lord, I need a house. It's got to be about 10 minutes from the city. It's outside the city. It's an acreage. So I have my own land, and it has a workshop space downstairs so I can do my workshops, pay for the mortgage through that. It has to have a shop so I can put my riding lawnmower and all of the maintenance in my car in the garage. And it has to be heated because Canada, you know, it gets to be minus 35, minus 45 in the winter. And so within 15 minutes, I found that house on the internet. And it was because I put such excitement into this. I was like, I'm so excited that I found this. And didn't doubt, didn't think, oh, well, that was a nice dream, but it's never going to happen. Never do you. No. You set the intention. Okay. You're powerful. You are really powerful. So get it done. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, when you were saying, you were saying, well, yeah, life was like, I was thinking like, she better not say life was like a box of chocolates.
Chocolate.
Because we talked about that the other day. And if you missed our recent shows, if you're new to our channel, head over to the YouTube channel, Carrie Kohan, because we've had some great shows, our Friday shows, our Wednesday reading shows. Even if you weren't there for the reading, you may have similar questions and may hear some answers that might help you out. But Carrie, our Jupiter Ascending Decode has hit 3,000 views.
Oh, how exciting. We're starting to get back there again. Yes.
And on
Yeah.
Friday, we went through the Mandela effect. That's closing in on 2,000 views. So we thank you.
Mhm.
And today, currently, we got 344 watching on YouTube. We've got about
Woo-hoo-hoo.
70 on Twitch. And we're also on Facebook. So if you have a Facebook question for Carrie, please, Tammy always emails because it doesn't come through on my program, but she will send me a screenshot. So please ask if you are on Facebook as well.
Perfect.
Okay. The hat trick of careers. Let's go back to Liz. And Liz is asking, 2 weeks back, I gave a demo for a teaching job and they're willing to offer the job. I remember that.
See?
Will it be
Yes.
good for my career if I take this job?
Will it be good for your career if you take this job? Yes or no? Yeah, it's like, I'd say just over 50, like 65%. Will it be good for you to take this job? Yes or no? And much higher. It's like 80 to 90%. I think this is something that you would enjoy. It won't be a game changer, I don't think. Well, it could be actually. I'm hearing, oh no, it could be a big game changer. But I think it's something that you would enjoy. It would interest you. And that's probably why you did it in the first place. So yeah, gonna sneeze. Okay. I think it's good for you. Yes or no? Absolutely. Go for it, honey. You did it. Well done. Glenn.
All right. Thank you, Liz, for the question and good to see you. Next up, we've got a question from Nix, who is in Portugal.
Hey.
Any message regarding my daughter will be gravely appreciated. Many thanks.
Yeah, greatly or gravely. Yeah. Okay, so Nix, is your daughter still with us? Or is she, passed to the other side, right? I get the same message that I often get from people that have passed, is that it's all right. Don't worry about me. Was it kind of I don't want to say a tragic way, but it was unexpected, or was it fast way that your daughter left us? Because she's feeling that you're still feeling the emotions from all of that, and she's saying it's all right, don't worry. She's really quite happy, and she can see you, she can feel you. And so have conversations with her, honey, and start talking with her. Even if you feel that you can't speak with her, you are speaking with her. She can hear you. Yep. She can hear you, right? Yep. And so just have that conversation with her, and you will sense, you're quite intuitive, and you will be able to sense her, especially the more that you speak with her. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. There was no accident, actually, Nix, in that you spelt it as gravely rather than greatly appreciate it. Yeah. So no accident.
And Nix did update it a little further down, says, tuning in from Portugal and very grateful for any insights with regards to my daughter who has flown the nest, hoping my folks are watching over her.
Okay. It feels like there's a death, like she's gone. But that often is the case, right? If a child has flown the nest and you haven't heard from them, it's like a death. She's saying, don't worry about it. And it all applies, right? So talk to her and have that conversation with her. She can hear you. You are energetically still together. Okay?
Right. And I think that's important, whether they're passed on or just not in contact with you anymore. It's a very similar approach, right? You can still talk because of that energetic connection. So
absolutely. Yeah. And sometimes we were talking about this, actually, one of my ladies that I was speaking with today, she was saying exactly this. As a parent, her daughter hasn't talked to her for about a year. And I've done this, I've had this in my family, right? And so it does feel like death when all of a sudden you're ghosted and they've flown the coop and they're gone. And you know, because your identity is wrapped up in your children. And the remorse that you feel is no different than as if they had died in many cases, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely true. Yeah. There we go. Great.
Okay. Thank you, Nix, for the question. All the best in Portugal. Hope you're getting through the August heat that
Yeah.
apparently is over 30 degrees right now Celsius.
Yeah.
Reza, I wanted to. Okay, this one requires some interpretation. I think from Sri Lanka. Welcome in for
Yes.
for Sri Lanka.
Hi,
I
honey.
want to know his SAA feelings, thoughts when he saw me at the ground last Monday. See what you can work with
Okay.
that one, Carrie.
Yeah. So I'm taking it that you saw an ex or someone. Is it an ex? Yeah. So it feels like you were feeling pretty hot and he noticed. Yeah. So yeah, he noticed, hon. Don't worry. Again, it's interesting how we get wrapped up in human experiences, right? When, I don't know, I think we're here to have the human experience and to experience love and experience, the butterflies and the, he scorned me and now I'm going to show him that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Actually, it could be love at first sight too. It feels like that kind of double take when he saw you. There was a double take there. So it's all good. Well done.
Okay, and if you want to clarify a little bit, Reza, with that, please feel free, and we can bring it back up on screen and ask Carrie if you have a little bit more specific, because sometimes it's tough to kind of decode, that what your actual question
All I
is.
saw was a double take. Yeah. It was like when a girl is looking really hot and the ex sees her and goes, "Oh my God, why did I let that go?" That's the kind of feeling. That's what I saw. So I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah.
Okay. Cheryl watching us on Twitch. Cheryl,
Cheryl.
one of our subscribers on Twitch. So thank you so much, Cheryl, for your support over there on Twitch. Really, really helps. Really helps us here on the Mystic Compass. Greetings to Glenn and Carrie and Tammy. And Cheryl also has a question. Let me just find it here. Here it is. I know you always say money and honey. Well, do you see a financial increase that I can make to a beneficial change for my family and I in the coming year?
Yeah. It's like a second, side gig kind of thing. It's the first thing I heard was second. So that tells me a second job, a second, like turning a hobby into an income, something like that. Or it's something to do on the second of the month. That could be it as well. Something that was coming up, 22nd or the second. Yeah. But definitely. Do you see a financial increase? Yes or no? Not yet. Not what you're expecting. But don't let my words hold you back. I want it to be a warning to you, actually, that I don't think you're focusing enough on the abundance. You're focusing on the lack right now. And so we need to turn that focus around in order to move towards, the abundant self nature that you already have. And so to increase the finances, stop focusing on the lack and instead dance around. I'm so excited that I'm getting a raise. I'm so excited that money is just flowing to me naturally with ease and grace. Oh my God. It's like the movie The Secret. Expect checks. Go to the mailbox. Expect checks. Just randomly come. Wasn't it with you actually when I was staying at your place? I got a check unexpectedly for
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
$1,300 or something like that. It was like, I wasn't expecting this. Woo-hoo-hoo. So just expect checks.
Most of us are happy when we find a few quarters in the couch cushions. And here, Carrie gets a check for like $1,300. Come on, Carrie. Don't diminish my quarters I found in the couch cushions.
Hey, it starts with quarters. You pick up the quarter, you go, I'm a money magnet. Woohoo. And then the quarter becomes $1, the dollar becomes 1,300.
Even better when you go in the closet and you put on a jacket you haven't worn in 3 years and you find like a $20 bill in there and you're like, oh, win. Oh yeah. And then you go through all your other jackets you haven't worn to look if there's anything else. And it's like lint, nothing else.
I haven't done this for a while because I loved doing this when I used to just like drop a 20, randomly, or I would put it in a friend's mailbox, just put $20 in the mailbox and they would never know who sent it. Now, yeah, all those people that went, oh, that's where that $20 came from. Makes me choke up because, I didn't have much money. I was a single mom, but you do that once a week. It's kind of fun. It's like playing Santa, Secret Santa.
Yeah. I mean, little acts of kindness can go so far, and you don't know what everyone's going through. Well, you probably do know what everyone's going through. You have that ability, but you don't know what is going on in their mind. And just a simple gesture in Canada, with Tim Hortons, one of the common things, especially around Christmas time, is you buy the coffee for the person next in line in the drive-through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've had that happen a couple of times. I'm going to work when I was teaching and I'd go and I'd get my coffee and she would say, oh, it's been paid for already. And I'm like, yeah, nice. And I'll say, okay, well, I'll get the guys behind me then. And she goes, well, he ordered 3 breakfast sandwiches and 2 coffees and dessert. And I'm like,
wow.
Okay, I'll get the guy behind him then. No, I'm just kidding. But sometimes it keeps going and then all of a sudden you got 20 people that have paid for each other and you've inspired, you've given a smile to 20 different individuals that day as they're going to work. Like how amazing is that?
And that's how you create abundance. If you're feeling any kind of lack, go and bring a smile to someone, share your last $20 with someone and have fun with it and do it willingly and openly, just to bring and trusting in the abundance of the universe. Like Lacey Blue is saying here, I found a dime and I'm so happy, right? That's it. You celebrate.
Yeah. Little things can change your attitude for that day. And last night, when my mom arrived, she bought Costco at supper for us. And I'm like, yeah, thank you, Mom, for buying supper for it. Little things.
It's totally right. Yeah.
So go check your coat pockets in the closet because you never know what you're going to find. Okay, let's go to expert in business from the UK, Helen. Good to see you again, Helen. Mentioned you earlier on. Any career advice? We're on the career path right now, Carrie. Should I go hiking in September? And any career advice?
Okay.
Direction?
Should you go hiking in September? Yes or no? It's a very strong yes. I would say about 85% yes. Again, there's some hesitation there. What's the hesitation about with the hiking, honey? Is it finances or is it the location itself? And security actually comes to mind as well. So that's interesting. The hiking feels very good. Do you have a dog? I know I don't see a dog on the hiking trail with you, but I hear that it would be good for you to bring a dog, a big dog, so I think that would be a good thing for you. And also your career advice and direction. You're going in a totally different direction right now. Yeah. So you need to pray on it. You need to actually write out those steps, write out all of your steps, what you expect, what you're going to do, when I look in, do you work in financial? You're expert in business. There you go. Okay. So I actually had a shiver when I was looking into you because all I saw was finances. It was like, oh, lots of finances there, right? But it's other people's finances as well as your own. Okay. So it feels like you could take it a whole nother step, and this, but there's been some hesitation in order to do that. And in fact, looking for a different job to replace what it was that you were doing. So no, I think that you do have something that's coming your way. It could be quite big. It could be a big jump for you, but you need to get clear on where you want to be in 1 year, 3 year, 5 years time, and put in your order, right? Life is a restaurant and God is your waiter. What are you going to be ordering from the menu of life, my girl? Right? Okay. Thanks, Helen. Be specific.
Okay, yeah, thank you, expert in business, for that. So a lot of career questions. We'll have some more coming up a little bit later with career. Going back to the giving and finding money, Kim Fleury says, I found $80 in my coat pocket this morning.
80? You are rich. That's a nice little chunk of change to find, hey?
So Carrie and I, our address is, if you want to send us, some Timbits or, a free coffee. Or
No, we don't need any tidbits. I'm off
123 Grover Lane. You can send that to us. Just kidding. $80. Ooh, makes my $20 seem a little bit pale in comparison.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, is there's no comparison. The big thing is, how do you feel about it?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's the abundant feeling that bubbles up inside. That's what we want to focus on. Whether it takes a dime,
pound a dime. Yeah.
Whether it's a dime or $80 or 3,000 or 1,300 or a million, a billion, whatever it is.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be coins. It could be, as Lynn says, I love finding feathers.
Yes.
It tells me I'm being supported, like getting a big hug. So it doesn't have to be financial. It can be other things that have importance to you, and give without exception. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very good.
Yeah.
Valerie says, I had an anonymous gift worth a few £100 once.
Wow.
When I was broken in need.
See? And what a difference. And you still remember that, don't you, Valerie? That's what it's all about. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny, you remember those abundant kind of situations. Yeah.
I had a lady down the street, and she was in a very abusive relationship, little kids, and struggling, and she kicked him out, which was good. And she was not knowing how she was going to feed her and the kids. And so I just put, a whole lot of money in her mailbox, and what a difference that made. And it was nice that she didn't know where it came from. I liked that, because she just accepted it. There was no obligation, there was no awkwardness for her, because I know she was so proud, and humble at the same time, that it would have been awkward. So it was nice to do it anonymously.
Yeah. A little update from Reza here. Gosh, it was 11:11 here when you were going through my question.
Wow.
And she's asking about her crush. And I guess it's turning into something more than a one-sided thing.
Yeah.
And
that's what I said. He did a double take. It was like a what? Yeah. There was definitely eyes there. Eyes and heart. It's all good.
All right, Reza. All the best to you in Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Criola is asking, I believe from France, Criola is from. My question today, Carrie, what happens when a mother lost her child at 2 months and she cannot stop giving even after 50 years? Does the child's soul stay here with the mother, or will it go on to a new adventure and be here and at the same time in a different world?
Good question. So number one, you got to read my book. Okay. If you haven't read my book, The 5 Lessons of Life, I urge you to read this, because especially the ending, I can't tell you the ending, but it is stunning, and it's a quick read. Most people can do it like in a day, 2 days. Glenn, on the other hand, has taken about a month or more to read it, but that's all right. I'm giving him a little bit of a jab. Anyways, but on a more somber note, when you lose your child, it's probably the most devastating. My first thought was, come for a session, let's do a full 45 minutes and I'll help you totally let that go. Because after 50 years, it's time, I would say, right? And you probably would say the same. So do they come back? What was the question now? Will they go on a new adventure? Absolutely. Will they be here? Absolutely. At the same time. And will they be in different worlds? Absolutely. So yes, yes, and yes. What happens is they go into parallel dimensions. They also go into this dimension here. They can come back and reincarnate as someone else in your life. So you may actually have that child with you right now and not even know it, either as another child or a grandchild or a friend's child or somewhere in your life. I bet you that child has come back to you already. Has it come back to you already in this lifetime? No, not yet, but I believe it's coming. It's planning still. So time to let it go, the sorrow go, because it's all in good timing. It's in God's time, right? And that child was just, did you see that little like a nit, they call them? It was flying here and getting my attention. So that's no accident. That's spirit coming and saying, hey, I'm right here, can you see me? And that's what your daughter is doing, your child, right? Yeah, it was a baby girl that you lost. And I don't know if it's a baby girl. It feels like a baby girl.
Yeah, that's what it felt like to me when I was reading it. I was thinking baby girl.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. So if it was a boy, it was a very gentle boy, feminine nature, very gentle. So they read as girls as well.
Well, thank you, Criolla, for the question, and all the best to you in France. And Carrie mentioned her book and reading her book. Also, there's a lot of videos. Oh, there's a lot of videos. Carrie's burping there a little bit. Okay. It's been a long day for Carrie. She didn't do that here. We didn't hear a lot of bodily orders from Carrie here, but she goes home and just lets it go, doesn't she?
When I was a little, teenager, we used to have burping contests so I could burp.
I'm sorry, folks. Carrie, I'm going to give you a moment here. I'm going to give you a moment. Do what you need to, Carrie. Just let it all fly. Just let it go. I'll bring you back on in a second. We just dropped 100 viewers. Going to be on America's Funniest Video soon.
When the kids were younger, I was the cool mom, and we used to burp the alphabet. Oh my God, we had fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In 3, 2,
a class act.
All right, we are back. We are back for the professional part of the show here. By the way, if you want to know a little bit more about Carrie's non-burping past, on the YouTube channel, there's a video there. It says Exploring the Cosmos with Eric Arini. And towards the second half of that video, Carrie goes through a little bit of the work that she did in the early 2000s, with laws in Canada. So if you're new to the channel, don't know much about Carrie Kohan, highly recommended that you go watch that YouTube video. And also, speaking of Erica Rainey, synchronicity. Erica interviewed Carrie about a month ago, and now has it on her channel, Vision Rebirth, where Carrie gives, again, a good, nice review of her past.
How to avoid hell. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go check that out. Vision Rebirth.
Yeah, Erica is an amazing young woman, and she just blew us away, didn't she, in that interview? That was a really great interview. Yeah. But you have to give me credibility after that burping experience. It's like, no, really, she was a child advocate, and she wrote and amended 14 laws to protect children.
Yes. Yeah.
She just Ignore the burp.
Yeah, exactly. There's some substance to this woman over here.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
I got a few more questions in here. Here we go.
Yep. Go ahead.
Nicole says hi. Nicole is the
Hey,
daughter
Nicole.
of Lacey. So good to
Hey.
see Nicole.
Yeah.
And let's go to the mother's question here. And this is always something that fascinated me, Lacey, too. I've asked Carrie about this, and Carrie's answered questions for other people about this. But does everyone have a spirit guide? And before you answer the question, Tammy had quite the dream last night, and she told me
Oh.
about it this morning. And maybe we'll talk more about it on Friday or something, or maybe she can share it at some point. But I'm like, that was a pretty in-depth spirit guide kind of dream. And it was really interesting
Cool.
that you would have fun decoding, Carrie. But anyway, for Lacey, does everyone have a spirit guide? And then you know her name or the name of Lacey's spirit guide. And then the third part, how about a spirit animal?
Okay, so Glenn was on track there when he said, "Do you know her name?" Because your spirit guide I saw is feminine as well. She looks to me like a spiritual warrior. She is very, very strong. So Lacey, you've been through lots, I'm sure, because man, she's strong. She has to be to be with you. She's very loving and supportive, and has been your best friend through many lifetimes. So I would actually call her more of a friend than a spirit guide with you, but she's definitely there as your guide and as your protector. What is her name? Starts with an S. Yeah.
I'm saying I'm like for me it's like a Sandra or
Yeah.
Susan, Sandra, Sandy.
I heard a sh, like, okay, the reason why I hesitated was when I first was waking up, I heard that my spirit name was Shalara, and Shar, Shar hyphen Lara. And that's what I heard was your spirit guide. It was like Shalara or Sharara, Shar, something like that. It was the same kind of shush. So what I'll invite you to do is meditate. And as you meditate, simply close your eyes, take a deep breath in, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and do that 3 times. And then imagine that you're on either a sandy beach or in the forest or somewhere, and you look to the left. Always look to the left and see your spirit guide coming over a hill and coming towards you. Feel that spirit guide coming ever so close to you and opening up their arms and giving you a hug, and feel their love. Feel your heart touching their heart, and realize they've been with you for a very, very long time. And just be in their presence. Ask them, "What is your name?" And you will hear it. And then you can ask them whatever question you like, and they will answer it. You may feel the answer. You may have a sense of what the answer is, just a knowingness inside. You may not hear it, but you'll know what the answer is. Yeah, especially if you're an empath or very intuitive, if you're sensitive, you'll feel the answer, okay? Those that are visual, you might get images, but you'll get it.
And
So,
another example, Carrie, it's funny you mentioned that because Tammy went and picked up my mother from British Columbia
yeah.
the other day. And as she was driving around Jasper, she asked her spirit guide for protection. Can you give me protection on this journey? And it wasn't long after that she started feeling really nauseous and dizzy. So she had to pull over on the side of the road. And I'm wondering if the spirit guides were like, you need to stop for a while here, potentially
overdoing it.
something.
Yeah, yeah, or specifically that you're going to be avoiding something that, because I've had that where they've literally kind of taken me out, and then I find out that there was this massive crash. In fact, I have a video. Maybe I might be able to find it. It's in one of my old phones, and that's exactly what happened. I was going through Kamloops, and in the interior, and ended up getting pulled over at the side of the road, lost some time, abduction perhaps, and then found out that had I been on the road, the timing would have been that I would have been right there. And it was a semi truck and a dump truck hit each other, burst into flames, and they closed down the highway for a day and a half. It was such a big wreck. Yeah,
Wow.
it was huge. Yeah, so I got to stay at the Knights Inn, Knights Templar Inn, and the logo was a Knights Templar. And I thought, yep, I have a lot of protection around me. So it's the same with Tammy. That's what I see for Tammy there. And Lacey, I would say the same for you, is come for a full session, and then we can go into depth with that.
And as far as a spirit animal, for me, what comes to me is something very feisty with her, not Lino bunny rabbit, but something feisty, energetic, protective.
Yeah. Well, actually, I saw a badger was the first thing, was very good parent, extremely protective of the home, and don't mess with a badger,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what was coming to me too, in terms of her spirit animal, a badger. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. Look up the meaning, in between while I'm doing the next reading, if we can come back to spirit meaning of the badger for Lacey. Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why wait, Carrie, when I can just bring it up right here?
Well, of course you can do it like that.
Okay. The badger spirit animal, let's zoom in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Symbolizes tenacity, persistence, and a strong sense of self. Yeah, that's what was coming to me. I just didn't know the exact animal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It represents the ability to overcome challenges, stand your ground, and protect what is important. Badger energy also relates to healing, grounding, and the power of storytelling.
And yeah, Badger's a badass. Exactly what Cheryl was saying there. And that goes in alignment to what we were saying about her spirit guide. I said, wow, her spirit guide is a female, but like a warrioress, and has to be, very, very protective. And so there it is. Both the spirit guide and the spirit animal are two peas in a pod, we'll say.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay. Thank you for that, Lacey. And again, if you're just joining with us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, please leave your question. We're getting close to kind of that cutoff point because we still have a bunch of questions to go, but we should be able to squeeze it in. Yep. Next, I always get this name wrong. Inej. I apologize, but at least I don't burp. Next, I would like to know if I have met my life partner, the person I will end up marrying. And of course, Carrie, when we get questions like this, you know what we have to do? We have to give it a little bit of ambiance here.
Life's sweetest reward, let it flow. It floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run.
Okay. Little bit of ambiance to answer that one, Carrie.
Well, okay. So have you met your partner, the person that you'll end up marrying? Yes or no? After all that music. I don't know. I don't like to say no because it was under the 50%. I think there's some hesitation there. And the fact, again, that you're asking this question makes me think that there might be some hesitation with you as well. If you are thinking, I've met the person that I am getting married to, oh my God, there's no hesitation. There's no asking, is this the person I've met that I'm getting married to? You just know, right? So it could be. Have you met them yet? Yeah. Is it the person that you're thinking of? Possibly. I don't want to disappoint you, honey. And it could be that there is some hesitation there on maybe his behalf or your behalf, or her behalf. I don't know. I feel like I'm digging a hole here. Okay, so have you met your life partner? Yes or no? Yeah. Is this a person that you'll end up marrying? No. Are you going to get married? Yeah. Eventually. Yeah. But I don't know if you're actually going to marry for a while. Do you believe in marriage? Is this, that might be the trick question here. That might be why there's some hesitancy, because whether there's even a belief of marriage anymore, I don't know. Portugal, marriage laws are really interesting. Yes. Yeah. Do you believe in marriage? Yes, she's saying. Yeah. Okay. That's the dream, to get married. Perfect. Yeah. I know. Okay. So is there someone else coming for you? Yes or no? No. It could be it is this one, I think. Okay. So that's clearing a few things up. When I look in, it just feels like there's a hesitation there, and I don't know why. So, and could it be on your other person's behalf? Is there hesitation there? Oh, have two options though. Two possible people. That's what I'm saying. There's a second person that possibly is coming and could be an option for you. Yeah. So the first one, knowing this, might say, okay, that's it, we're getting married. That could be enough to kind of kick him in the butt, is the competition. Yeah, because I just felt hesitation was the word that was coming to mind, and it doesn't seem to be from you. So he's coming. Absolutely. I believe you have met him before. And yes, he's coming. Okay. But the one that you were thinking of, I don't know if that's the one, is what I'm, I think there's another one that definitely is coming your way. Okay. Yeah. You're saying, so he's coming. I don't know him yet then. I think the one that you were thinking of, but there is another one that definitely is on his way. He's just cleaning some things up and is on his way, like previous lives. I think it will be as soon as you meet, you'll have an instant knowingness. You'll be like, oh, finally, there he is. Yeah. He's pretty charismatic, pretty cute, handsome. Yeah, you'll know. You'll know when he's there. But the one that you were thinking of, I don't think so. Okay. Sorry about that. But there is one coming. And he's a good one. He's a keeper. Okay. Yeah. So you'll meet him yet. Absolutely.
It's so fascinating on the other side here, just listening to Carrie go through the process, because often she doesn't struggle. But there was reasons for the struggle, and eventually it all made sense, because she was like, And then when she found out there were two possibilities, that started to make sense for her. Okay, now I'm piecing it together better. And ultimately she came up with where she wanted to get to.
I'll tell you what I was seeing was the first one was an absolute no.
I could tell you. Yeah.
Friggin' no. and I'm thinking, how do we, because there were still a lot of good qualities there and still a lot of good possibilities there. But no, there was another one that's coming. And how do you tell that? Right. Yeah. So when I hesitate, when I struggle, there's a reason. It's not that I'm not seeing anything. It's like, how do I share this without, having an ex-boyfriend, which will soon to be, upset with me that I told the girlfriend to dump because someone else is coming, right? No. And then I realized, no, it's actually, they haven't even had that relationship yet. She knew him, she's met him, but he's not the one, right? So there is one that I don't think she's met. Well, just briefly, maybe in the community, but he's coming.
Yeah. You know what's really funny is we played the Love Boat theme like we do often do with the love questions. And remember watching the Love Boat, like it was very cheesy, but often on the Love Boat, people would get on and they would fall in love or think they're falling in love with one person, but by the end of the cruise, they're with someone else.
It's true. I forgot about that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bang
And then
on.
this is kind of this situation here.
Very much. That's exactly what this situation is. Well
Wow.
done.
Wow. Okay, thank you for that question. And next we go to Nicole, who again is the daughter of Lacey. My 14-year-old is depressed, angst, and angry lately. Will she pull through and be all right? Is it a spiritual thing? And how can I help her?
Okay, so sorry, I was still on the last one because I saw her saying, so no X was an Esh. And I was like, yeah, no, the X is an X, right? There's another one coming. Okay, so Nicole. My 14-year-old daughter is very depressed, angst, and angry lately. Okay, full session with me, honey. That's what I need, right? Especially with teenagers, you can be present, right? Because you're the parent. And if it's a divorce situation, need the father's permission as well, or the other parent's permission as well. Will she pull through it and be all right? And is this a spiritual thing? Can I help her get better? Is it a spiritual thing? Yes or no? No, I'm getting a little under 50%. This has a different core at it. And she'd really benefit, and you would, from a full reading together. Okay? Seriously. When you have a teenager that is angry and angst and really out of sorts, it can turn sideways quickly. So I would urge you to do a session with me. Okay. Yeah. And will she get through this? Is she be all right? I just feel, I heard it right off the top, and I will say it again, just come for a session. And I don't usually like push that, as you know, if you've been watching for a long time, but with kids, I don't mess around. It's like, come for a session. We can get them back on track. 45 minutes, that's all it takes. I have had clients that have been with therapists for like 40 years. Seriously, the amount of money that they spent over 40 years, and one weekend workshop or even one session with me, totally different people. So I feel very confident in the work that I do. Okay, Glenn. Oh, you're muted.
Okay, back on. All right. So thank you so much, Nicole. And as Carrie said, she's had a lot of success with teenagers that are having difficulty. And the 45 minutes, again, will change both your lives. Absolutely. Yep. So, please consider that. Next up, we have Brenda. Brenda saying, hi, Carrie.
Hey, Brenda.
I'll be spending the coming winter months in Ohio or hopefully Alabama.
Will you be in Ohio for the winter months? Yeah. No, I wasn't even finished, and I was getting a no. Will you be in Alabama for the winter months? Yes or no? It's a little over 50%. It almost looks like you're heading to Ohio. You're thinking, oh, Carrie wasn't right. I'm going to Ohio. And last minute, you end up somewhere else on the way to Alabama. So there's another pit stop that you're going to go to that feels like totally the opposite direction. It feels like you actually go west, young woman. Yeah, west before you end up in Alabama. Yeah. Will you go to Alabama? Yes or no? Now it's starting to get higher because your mind is opening up to Alabama, right? As a definite possibility. The moment someone says, oh yeah, you're going to Alabama, guess what? Boom, you open up your mind and you find a way to go to Alabama. And it is something that obviously and hopefully Alabama you're looking forward to. right? So
I think she's in Alabama right now. At the beginning of the show, she said hi from Alabama. So I think she's currently there. Just a matter
yeah,
of will she stay there in the winter or go to Ohio. So
yeah. No, it feels like you're going back to Alabama. So you go somewhere else. Instead of going to Ohio, you go somewhere else and then back to Alabama. So there's somewhere else in between.
excellent. Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's really enjoying life in Alabama there.
Yay.
His Highness. Cheers. His
And he heard
Highness.
me burp. Oh, well.
Don't let it affect your opinion of this lady. I mean, it's a natural noise that many people make. Many. I have an important meeting tomorrow, Carrie.
Okay.
I'm hoping for an important outcome.
Is it going to be a good outcome? Yes or no? Yeah, pretty strong. 75%. Okay. Is it going to be what you expected? Yes or no? I got a yes and a no. So there's going to be some surprises there. Yes or no? Yeah. Is it a good surprise? Yes or no? Are they asking for something that you're not willing to do or give? And what else is there? It feels like 3 parties involved, 2 initially, but there's a third. And so is that third coming in that you weren't expecting, perhaps? Something to that effect. Is it a good outcome in the end? Yes or no? Absolutely. That's like a 90%. But it feels like for a moment, it feels like it's not such a good thing. But in the end, it reveals itself to be a really great thing. So yes, it is a good thing. Don't you worry. The outcome is perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Because you really stand out from the crowd. And the outcome tomorrow makes you do that yet again. But still, you are walking side by side, mainly with spirit. Yeah. Yeah. And the way that you measure things, your idea of success is very different from many others. So your idea of a really great outcome is like through the roof. Roof sounding Canadian. So what does that card mean? It is things are coming into your life. It's like the train has arrived. The riches are arriving and they're coming in by the train load. Okay. Expect it and it shall be. And so it is. Glenn.
Thank you. And every once in a while, I like to test, my abilities. And this guy's got something going on. Like I see this guy as an extrovert, very charismatic, almost like that salesman, but not the, used car salesman kind of guy, like very high energy, very positive and very go-getter type of personality. Am I reading him correctly, Carrie?
Yeah, he's high end business. That's what I feel. Yeah.
He's going places. If he's not there already, he's going places.
I've often thought, I'm surprised he hasn't hired me yet as like a full-time consultant, like a spiritual advisor. I'm surprised with that because, there's only so much I can say on here, but it feels really strong. Like I've had generals, military generals that have used me as a consultant. I remember one, he phoned and said, I have to go to Afghanistan. And this was 215 maybe 215. And he goes, am I going to be safe? And I looked in and I said, oh, geez, you've got a bombing that's going to be happening 2 blocks from where your meeting is going to be taking place, but it's all right. You're safe. And he said, okay, so I can go. And I said, yes, you're coming back alive. I see you coming back alive. Not a worry. So he came back. And sure enough, I heard that there were the bombings in Afghanistan. Sure enough, it was 2 blocks away from where they were all meeting. And he happened to be meeting at the time. Redford was our premier in Alberta at the time, and she was supposed to be at that meeting. And funny enough, she didn't go to the meeting. She missed that meeting, and then the bomb went off 2 blocks away. So whether her her assistants got a heads up that that's what was happening. So they just stayed away, because this was a high end meeting, world leaders. And yeah, and she wasn't there. So I thought that was interesting. But no, I've worked with some pretty amazing people on this planet. So His Highness, you better hire me.
Yeah, you got a lot going on there. And when you get to the top, remember those ladder steps you took to get there.
Exactly. Remember us.
Okay. Lynn from New Zealand. Lynn is asking, is losing my voice this last week trying to tell me not to talk too much, or part of a body detox? What does losing your voice tell us?
Okay, so whenever you lose your voice, it's because you haven't been speaking your truth, right? Or you're not wanting to speak your truth. You're holding back. So naturally, your larynx seizes up. It's your voice chakra. So if it's not open, if it's not moving, you get laryngitis, you'll get a sore throat, you get tonsillitis, you get anything related to the throat, is because you're not speaking your truth, and you're being either suppressed, being bullied, being, it was like that face. Where was that face? Oh, this comes up, right? It was like asking for help and feeling that no one's there to help you, feeling like there's storms all around you and that you're in the rat race of life. Instead, we need you to start marching and start moving forward. So the best thing to do with that is, of course, warm water, honey, ginger tea, right, with bit of lemon, and get the voice lubricated. I actually wouldn't even do lemon, because that's an astringent. I would just do the hot water and honey, and maybe a bit of ginger. No, not even. Just hot water and honey, and start lubricating your throat. And then I want you to journal. I want you to write down all the things that you've been holding back. You're going to write a letter to yourself. It's called a release letter. And so when you write this release letter, you literally say, dear Lynn, you've been holding back saying a few things, and these are the things that you need to speak your truth on, and start to list all the things from when you were little right up to who you are today. And it can be a long list. I've seen 22-page, 23-page documents being written in our workshops for release letters overnight, where it just flows. You just get rid of all that stuff, and miraculously, your voice will come back, because your throat chakra will be in alignment again. The other thing you can do is visualization of activating those chakras. And literally, I do a visualization where you bring every chakra out, hold it in your hand, and you inflate it. You look at it, you examine it, and see if it's flat or if it's kind of half full or full. And whatever condition it's in, you inflate it, you activate it, make it bright and strong, and then bring it back into you. And you can actually feel that, Lynn. As I bring out your throat chakra, it's very deflated. So let's blow it up like, a balloon. And it's beautiful. Now we're bringing in God light source energy to it, bringing it brighter and brighter and brighter. There we go. Now it's really bright. And we just roll it back into your throat. There we go. And as it clicks into place, you feel that rush of energy. Breathe. And I would do that with all of your chakras. Just it's gentle lovingness, loving them back into their full condition. And the other thing is to spin. Go outside, ground yourself barefoot on the grass, and you spin 33 times, looking at your thumb, arms straight out, right? Looking at your thumb, and you spin, staring at your thumb as fast as you can, 33 times. And when you stop, you bring both hands together and just stare at your thumbs, and your whole existence is still going to be spinning around, but you'll be focused on your two thumbs. And then the world catches up to you. But what you're doing is activating all of your chakras. You've got them spinning. Okay. So that's the other exercise for you to do. It's not about talking too much. It's more about not saying the things that are important to you.
So thank you, Lynn. And again, thank you for waking up so early in the morning there in New Zealand. Hope things are going well. I guess you guys are coming into your spring soon, I guess, in that part of the world. So you've just coming out of your winter season. I always like to shout out Lynn because, like I said, it is so early in the morning, her time, when we do our shows. Okay, let's go to Valerie. Valerie B in the house. Hello, Carrie and Glenn, and all from the UK. My question: am I sending and receiving messages via telepathy? Telepathy? Sorry,
Telepathy.
telepathy. Thank
With
you.
someone.
With someone. Too many synchronicities.
Yeah. Okay. So are you experiencing telepathy with someone? Yes or no? Absolutely. And is this during dream time only? No. So you're feeling them during the day as well? Yes. Yep. You are stepping into it. Well done, Valerie. You're actually raising your vibration. So have you experienced any out-of-body experiences as well? Because that's what's popping up, I see, as well for you. Often when we have out-of-body experiences, we also experience an increase in telepathic experiences. So yeah, keep it up. Keep going. I'd love to hear about your synchronicities. You can go ahead and share if you can, because that would be fun.
always love to hear stories like that. So
yeah,
thank you, Valerie, for that. And remember, we asked Creola asked the question about losing someone, and we both thought it was a girl. And Creola did mention later on that it was a girl. So we had identified that.
Good.
Let's see. What else do we got going on? Going through a lot of thank yous here and hellos.
So that actually makes sense if I can go back to that, because remember, they were back-to-back questions, and this happens with me sometimes. I was at the psychic fair in St. Albert, Alberta, and a woman sat down in front of me, and I kept saying stuff to her, and she was like, no, not me. And then she left, and the next woman that came and sat down, I realized everything that I was giving to the first woman was actually for this woman, because she was such a strong energy, and she's so excited about a reading that her energy was coming forward. I see this happening here today, because when I first was speaking with the woman that the girl had flown the coop, I saw her as passing, and I saw her as saying, "It's all right, Mom, don't worry." I think actually that was the daughter of what was her name now? The one
on
that
screen there. It's on,
yeah. Oh, Creola. Yeah, exactly. So there you go. So that makes sense as well, because they actually kind of tied together all of it. But the death that I was seeing was of a girl. Okay.
Oh, she said, it is not my child, but my friend's, and cannot let go.
Ah, okay. Wow. Okay. I'm getting it really, everyone's meshing together today. Maybe I've been just doing this too many hours today.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Interesting. Okay.
It feels like your daughter, I got to tell you. It's pretty strong.
You're just very close with that friend. So sometimes we're so close with people that their kids feel like our kids sometimes, right?
Yeah, totally.
Or their experiences.
Or their pain. Their pain feels like our pain. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so we're at the end of new questions. So I will give you a couple more minutes. If you're just tuning in, drop your question in now. But otherwise, we'll just go with the questions that are waiting in the queue here. This one from Melissa. Good to see you, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Found a few months ago a new hobby, wire wrapping, sea glass and sea stones. Do you feel I could make more out of this?
Absolutely. That's just gut. Okay, can you make more out of this? Yes or no? It again goes back to what you want to do. Sometimes we start things and then get disinterested after a period of time, and that could be the case here, that you get really interested and then you lose interest in it and it kind of fades away. that has a possibility, but it also has a possibility that you found a true talent and something that is really unique because of the way that you do it. And I think that, yes, you could do very well with it if you apply and commit to certain amount of hours every week, and doing it, going for it. So the final question, do you think that I could make more out of this? Well, the question is unique. More money or more time that you're going to be dedicating, or more, what is the specific question? Could you be making more money from this? Absolutely. Could you be making more heartache for yourself out of this? It can be, success can mean that there's more hours that you're dedicating and having to give up from other things. That, I think, is something that you're aware of, but I don't think to what extent as it grows. But yes, you could actually do, people like our show. We're looking for stuff to purchase and to partner with, to, sell online. Yeah. So you can team up with several people and start selling your products online through, podcasters, through truthers, who, people that teach meditation, yoga, you name it. Especially, I love sea glass. I think it's so beautiful. Yeah. Okay.
We need something that looks like a compass, something that looks mystical.
Yeah, you can do that.
But
Sea glass
one of the criteria is, can you burp?
Oh, everyone can do that.
No, Cheryl said, I think it was Cheryl that said earlier she couldn't burp when she was a kid. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, I think it was Cheryl that said that. Okay, let's see what else is going on here in the chat. Maggie. Hey, Maggie.
Hey, Maggie.
Hey, Carrie, I'm going to the UK from Australia to help my daughter set up her business.
Cool.
Will everything work out?
Well, that's a unique question because everything always works out. Even when we think it isn't working out, it always works out in the end, right? Okay, so will it be beneficial financially for your daughter? Yes or no? Yeah. Will it be financially beneficial for you? I think you giving so much of yourself, you'll be rewarded in strange way. Something that is unexpected for you is coming towards you. So it's just a love for a child, isn't it? And going to help them and get them on their feet and all of that. Yeah. So you'll be rewarded in the end for it. Not a problem. And she will do well in business. Yes. She needs to learn more about, she's studied business, hasn't she? And she knows the rigmarole about it. But what I saw was a spreadsheet that just popped up. So she needs to be on top of the numbers even more than what she thinks she needs to be, especially if others are involved eventually. Okay? Wow. On a greater scale.
Yeah. I've always believed one of our missions in life is to create. You need to create. So we're seeing a lot of people talking about business here, his highness. We had Melissa talking about it, saying, hey, thanks, it was too hot here in Spain to do wire wrap the past 2 months. And then, oh, Glenn, you're giving me ideas. Yes. Inspire, create, put it out there in the universe, and find your way. Shelley says, I love collecting sea glass as well. Yeah. So there you go. There is
so that makes sense when she said that it was too hot in Spain to do the wire wrapping for the past 2 months, because that's what I saw was that she started and stopped. And I thought it was out of interest, but it's out of the heat. Got it. Okay. Yes, I think that you do very well with it. Yeah. Go for it, girl. Yeah.
Thank you. And please send pictures, to admin at carriekohan.com. Tammy can pass those along and we can show some of your work. We love, you're our family. You guys are our community. Totally. You're our family. We want to share some of your passions, some of your inspirations, and show off some of the things that you create. So please feel free. And again, if you're one of our subscribers and you want to come on and share your experiences spiritually, we had Hammer Bammers on once. We've had a few people on. Please, again, reach out to Tammy at admin@carriekohan.com if you're interested in that, because we'd love to talk to you. We love to get to know our community better. Next up, Shelley says, "Hi, Carrie. Is anyone on the other side with me? And if they are, what do they want to tell me?"
So on the other side is meaning in the spirit realm. Well, you have 4 spirit guides that are with you, 2 on each side, 2 on mom's side, 2 on dad's side, but they aren't necessarily through family. They're spirit guides is what I see. One is, well, grandmotherly, looks, could be your grandmother. Yeah, your grandmother is passed. And she's quite a go-getter. Was she a dancer? She looks like she could rock it, you know. Yeah, she was active. Yeah, she's a real sweetheart. But the spirit guides, you have a tall male that looks like, I want to say Rambo or someone. He's pretty strong. And then you have another one that is like wisdom. So you have brute strength, you have wisdom, you have like an intellectual one, and then you have the kindness, which is your grandmother. So those are the 4. They cover every aspect of your personality and who you are here to be. So yeah, keep it up is what I hear. Because you've got everything going for you. Just keep it up. Shoulders
Thank you,
back.
Shelley. Yeah. Thank you, Shelley. Talking about finding money and being gifted, you know, different things earlier. Cheryl says, "Money flowing naturally is more realistic for me, something that belongs to me. Thank you, Carrie. Checking the mail. I always say my $1 million check."
Yes. Yep. And Shelley actually commented on that as well. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. So she was saying her mother was an artist, her grandmother was an artist, and I can see her dancing. She rocked it as a young woman. She was very unusual for her time. And yeah, makes sense that she was an artist. Yeah. Kindness is the word that comes to mind with her.
Nick says, "Amazing how daughters have been a bit of a theme here today."
I know, right? Yeah. Well, we find that, don't we, Glenn? Every time that we do this, every week, people come in groups of virtually the same kinds of questions. It's whether the first question triggers thoughts with everyone else and they all come in the same alignment, I don't know. But yeah, it's really cool the way.
Yeah, it's almost like this collective consciousness, right? Because we've had shows when you were here, and after we go, man, there were a lot of questions about spirit guides, or there were a lot of questions about travel, or a lot of questions about business or moving. Remember that one time we had people about moving
everywhere. Oh my God, another one about moving.
Or finding a place, you know, finding a house, you know, those kind of it is amazing. And today it is the daughter. Yeah, it is all about the young daughters. So excellent. And Shelley says that her grandmother was also a musician. So dancing, music, artist. Yeah.
She was unusual. Yeah. For her time, she was ahead of her time. Yeah.
Her name was Jessica, an artist and musician.
Well, talk to Jessica. She's with you. And you've got Rambo, you've got like the intellect, and the third one looks like a Nordic to me. He looks very spiritual, blonde hair, long blonde hair, male, angelic looking. Yeah. So well done. You've got a good army with you. Good team.
Draga, I don't think I've heard from Drago. I don't think Draga's been on the channel before. Hi, welcome to the Mystic Compass. Do you see me moving? Well, there we go.
There we go. You said it, didn't you?
We brought it into the consciousness. All the moving questions are coming now. You see me moving to another province soon, and when?
Yeah, you want to move to Alberta? Everyone's moving to Alberta
Come
these days.
on over to Alberta.
Okay, you're probably in Alberta. No. Okay, so will you be moving to another province soon? Yes or no? Yeah, that was about 70%. And when, if possibly, September, October, November. I would say before Christmas. It'll be like November, December is the first big, well, no, actually even October. First one, October. Then you have another opportunity November, December if you don't take the first one. And then finally, you'll have the third opportunity, which will be the end of January. It's like they're giving you 3 windows to open and walk through, 3 doors to walk through. Because again, hesitancy is the word for today. There is a hesitation there about moving because things, things you give up, and how am I going to do this? And, lots of questions. Yeah. And I'm new from Alberta. Yeah, there we go. Right.
You nailed it, Carrie. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's funny because there is a new opportunity coming to you, and it feels, I wanted to say Ontario, but BC is calling as well. Wow. Yeah. You have the 3 windows, and I trust that the opportunity that is really going to make you excited about will all of a sudden shine. And that'll be like on a Friday, and by Monday you'll be gone. It'll be that quick. Yeah. Trying for the BC coast, exactly. But it feels like there's something that is calling you from like out west. When I said Ontario, I heard, oh, it could be actually Saskatchewan or Manitoba, but it's east, I should say, going east. It feels like something out there is calling you as well. But you're pretty athletic, you're pretty sportsy, and so the BC coastline is something that is intriguing to you because you've got the water, you've got the skiing, you've got all of that stuff. And that's really intriguing to you. But yeah, just
we don't want to lose you out of Alberta. You don't need to leave. You can stay here. We need
most
good
people are coming to Alberta because of the separation. They want to be part of the new country.
Yeah.
If that happens.
Back to the finding money. Kim says, I found $10 in the pocket of my mom's raincoat the other day when I was cleaning out some of her clothes. She passed away in June.
Yeah.
I believe that was her letting me know she is watching out for me.
Yeah, totally, Kim. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And it goes along the same line of feathers and dimes. Those are all indications of people on the other side giving you a nice little gift. And $10 probably goes back to your childhood. She would give you, as you were older, $10. And so there was a memory that comes with the $10. I don't know what it is, but that's what she's showing me, is that there was a memory of that. There was a specific reason why $10, not 20, not 5, not 100, but 10, because she had given you something, or, it was $10. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe there was something when she was younger she really wanted to buy, like a doll or something like that. And mom said, here you go, here's $10, go get it, kind of thing. So that's kind of what comes to me. Yeah. We got some laughter with the burping segment that we had. So laughter is the best medicine.
It is too.
I love your laugh, Carrie.
Good. So do I.
Maybe we should make it a ringtone. What do you think?
No. The greatest thing that I miss about my brother was his giggle. Oh my God. My brother would start to giggle. He would laugh at his own jokes. He was so friggin' funny. And he would start laughing at his own jokes. And the giggle was so cute. It was so funny that he'd get everyone else laughing with him. Yeah. I miss him. Yeah. His giggle.
Cheryl says, I could not burp when I was younger. Yeah, I thought it was Cheryl that said that. Lacey says, I was also the cool mom in her own mind, but then her daughter, says, Mom, you didn't seem very cool when I was young and cool, but you are the cool mom now. And isn't that the case, that it's after the fact that kids usually come back and say, thank you, and you were cool, and I apologize for all the crap I put you through.
kids always come back in the end. They always like, Mom, as soon as my kids would go, oh, Mama, I'd go, what do you need? What's going on, honey? Can you read in for me? Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's how I always knew my girls were needing some help. Oh, Mama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're cool when they need help. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right,
They love your gift of sight when they need help. Otherwise, you're an embarrassment. It's like, oh my God, shut up. Would you change your last name?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nope.
All right. AK. Welcome in again, AK. Hi, Carrie, Glenn, Tammy. I'm exploring ways to transition into a leadership position. How can I secure a leadership position? I'm looking into education and training.
Okay. So, why do you want to go into a leadership position? Is it that you've been a follower for far too long and now you want to lead, right? So, and it seems to be in academics, it feels like. So you'd have to have the training, you have to have the education for that. There might be some stuff that you have to get, like I can see someone raising certificates and it looks like 1, 2, not the third. You don't need that third one. So, and they don't look like they're very long, the training that would be supplementary for what you need. So I would look at additional training. Yep. And stop worrying about, oh, I need this and I need that, even more criteria, because that's just a reaction that has been taught to all of us. Instead, focus on what you do have, focus on the sunshine around you and the light within, and realize that, leaders aren't made. The leadership, it bubbles up from within. It is you following your own mission, your own inner guidance. When I started to do my work with PDF files, look at that, Glenn, I didn't say the word right. When I started my work with the PDF files, so yeah, I know, right? It wasn't something that I was looking to be a leader. It just all of a sudden, boom. So with you transitioning into a leadership position, I think is natural. It's just going to take place. And yes, there's going to be some training along the way that will probably be suggested to you or will just pop up for you. But I think in order to do that, you just see yourself in that position first. See your outcome first. I say this repeatedly because it works, right? It's timeline. So step out of yourself here, go into your future and see your ideal self in the future doing what you love to do, and that is being the leader, right? And then work your way back and realize, okay, in order to get there, what do I need to do? What courses do I need to do? Who do I need to meet? What do I need to put out there? And I think it starts with your thoughts. It starts with, yes, okay, dear Lord, I want to be a leader. I want to be a leader in this industry, doing this with these people. I want to fulfill my calling, and I'm ready now. And so once you say that, it will, all the steps will fall into place, and motion will start to happen, and it will bring you into the leadership role that you are meant to be. Okay. You're looking into education and training. That was what it was saying. Stop. Realize that you already are the leader. And in order to be in that leadership position, you probably have everything that you need right now, but you can take some additional education and training. And that's the two things probably. There you go. Okay.
Thank you, AK. And Carrie, I know it's been a long day for you. We got 4 more questions. Closing in on the 2-hour mark. So that's kind of our usual for the readings day. And you still look like you got some energy and some spirit in you. So
no worries. I love doing this. Oh my God. I could do this all day long. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have. Yeah.
Go enjoy an alcohol-free beverage after this.
Exactly. I'm going to have my 0.0 beer, man.
Yeah. Good point. Next up, talking about animals earlier. Oops, not that one. I wanted to show the daughter's comment. My puppy's name is Jasper, which is funny because
Aw.
that's where Tammy had that spirit guide,
Yes.
situation around Jasper, Alberta. So
Yeah.
a little bit
Wow.
of synchronicity there. Bobby is asking also about spirit animals. Do you see a specific animal for Bobby?
Okay. So I have always wondered about my spirit animal. Curious what you might see for me. So the first thing that happens, Bobby, is I burp actually. And so when I'm burping, I'm releasing. And there is something that you haven't quite let go of yet. There is something inside that is wound up inside you. So we're just going to open that up. I'm going to bring in Archangel Michael with a crystal box. He opens it up and that thing just leaves you. There you go. And brings it back from whence it came. So that thing was like an entity, and it was like, the angel and the not so good thing on your shoulders. It was the not so good thing, and so it was creating some doubt, some hesitation, and some turmoil inside you. And so now that that's lifted up, your spirit animal has wings. It's a bird of some sort, large bird, but it's not like an eagle or anything like that. It actually looks like a kite from England, I would say, like the white birds, big white birds. And I don't know the spiritual meaning of a kite. It's freedom is what I see. So you're very good with creativity, with your thoughts. You're quite analytical in some ways, though. You overthink some things. And with that, there almost feels like a roboticness there. And it wants you to spread your wings and fly. There you go. What's it say about the kite, dear?
Well, it says the bird you're likely thinking of is the white-tailed kite.
That's it. Yep.
Okay. So I'll see if I can find some spirit guide information.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Did you see a bird just take off, a pigeon? Yeah, just took off right behind me. So more confirmation. Yeah, you've got wings and it's time for you to fly, is what I'm getting. Yeah, because you've been tied down and messages of being crisscrossed, and instead they want you to focus on the light within. What you got, Glenn?
So it says the white-tailed kite with its distinctive hovering hunting style and graceful flight can be a powerful spirit animal, symbolizing balance, precision, and keen observation. It can also represent wisdom, adaptability, and the ability to find opportunity even in challenging situations.
Yeah. And that goes back to the roboticness, is that so much has been like, duh, 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 and they want you to spread your wings and fly. They want you to look above the situation and look from an aerial viewpoint and realize that you've got everything going for you.
Look for a higher perspective. As it says here.
There we go.
Carrie, you're geez, holy smokes, Carrie, you're nailing it.
Yeah.
It can inspire you to embrace your own potential and express yourself with confidence.
There we go. See? Yep. Oh. So stop being wrung out and instead, get out of the office and spread your wings. Yeah. And even step out of your crowd for a bit, because the crowd has been holding you back a little bit. And instead, we want you to focus on your spiritual self, right? I wasn't shaking. I was moving it in and out. I want you to focus on your spiritual self. Like, come on now. That's what, yeah.
So we have a badger in the house and we have a white-tailed kite in the house. Cheryl's saying my sister in her younger years could see spirit animals. She could see me as a fox and a wild cat, which I agree. Anyone hurting a child in front of you, best to beware.
Yeah. Well, you could be a badger too, actually, Cheryl. Mama bear. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. But I definitely agree with the fox. You've got it's like a ginger ness about you, like the beautiful red coat, and it's like silky. Yeah. And with that, there's such wisdom. You can think your way out of stuff, and
She's sly. She's sly like a fox.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say sly. It's more resourceful. She is extremely resourceful, and where other people cannot find their way out of that box, she can find a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Really
sly in a
resourceful.
negative way, not as in
No,
a
no, no.
in a manipulative way, but sly
No.
in a resourceful way. Absolutely.
Resourceful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also,
I love how your intuition has so grown, Glenn. Like, holy macro. You can
it's
actually, I think this will be something that we should be doing is, okay, Glenn, what do you see? And
yeah.
then I'll share what I see.
I'm still a little hesitant, but there are some certain things that have happened today where I felt I need to see if I'm right here.
For sure.
And seems to be okay so far.
Yeah.
In terms of love, Cheryl says, I met the man I married before. I knew the man I married before I even met him. Seen him in a crowded room. Told my friend this, and she asked if I was drunk. She just laughed.
Yeah. That's
And
so
then she
funny when that
proceeded to
happens.
ignore him.
Yeah.
He approached her, and so some part of him knew it as
Knew it
well.
too. Yeah. Yeah. That's what happens. You see each other and boom. Yep.
Two more questions, I think. Morgana. I don't know if we've heard from Morgana before.
Hi, Morgana.
I'm just double checking if we have any Facebook. I don't think we've had any Facebook questions today, which is unusual.
That's really unusual.
Morgana, love your show, Carrie. I've spent years on a healing journey from huge trauma as a child and young adult. I feel it's time to tackle it again. Will I finally be successful?
Oh, honey bun. Okay, come see me for a full session, number one, because that's a good start. Will I, you didn't say finally, will I be successful this time? That question alone tells me that there's hesitation there again, right? And so we want to let go of that hesitation. Of course, you're going to be successful if you choose to be successful. And you feel that it's time to tackle it because your spirit is like whispering in your ear every single day, going, come on, Morgana, it's time. Come on, it's time. And so, you have great intentions as you wake up, and then the day takes you off and you get busy. So we need to heal the journey. And especially as a child that had trauma, I'm right there with you. If you know my story, it's right up there with so many others. And so it can be done. I remember having a discussion. I had we'll say a friend of a friend that went on and on and on for, I'm talking the 20 years that I knew her. And she just went on and on about her childhood trauma and why it made her a victim today. And everything went back. Well, that this happened to me as a child. And I hadn't come out of the closet yet, to a spiritual closet. And finally, I turned to her and I said, oh, for God's sakes, you think you're the only one that was ever, when you were 3 years old? I was as well. Enough of this. Let it go. And it probably wasn't the best approach, but I got to tell you, it stopped like that. And I think it was the shock she needed to turn her life around, because she realized, wow, there's a lot of people around me that have gone through this, and they're doing really good. They've healed, and I can do it too. So that's what I want to say to you is, come for a session, because by the end of 45 minutes, it won't be, will I be successful this time? It will be, thank goodness I've let that go. And now I can get on with my life. Okay. So that's what you need. Just a bit of TLC, and we can do that with you. Okay. Book a session, honey.
Couple quick health ones. I know health ones, we got to avoid certain kind of talk here because again, not financial or health experts, so to speak. Linda is asking, can you tell me if my husband's appointment tomorrow will hold good or bad results? Thank you.
Okay. So what is good or bad to us is not necessarily good or bad to spirit, right? Because bad results, not to say that you're going to get any bad results, but bad results in the end can actually be very good. How many times have we heard that someone got a bad result and turned their life around and got rid of all the vices, and and it was the wake up call they needed. So I don't like to label things as good or bad, because I think on this planet that doesn't really exist. I know that we're in the world of contrast, but I don't think it really exists. I think whatever happens tomorrow with a health appointment, if you're in a health appointment, the very fact that you're having a health appointment tells me that there's a need for change. And that need for change, your body doesn't do this unless it's wanting to change. So I would get from tomorrow that, okay, either it's a scare, like a phew, that was a close scare, or it was like, holy crap, okay, something's got to be done. Either way, I think it is a holy crap, something's got to be done. And that starts with spirit. It starts with the connection, starts with you meditating with you and your husband, because again, this card keeps popping up. It's, being tied up, it's being wrapped up in a knot, and things moving slower. Maybe it's you physically moving too slow, got to get active. This is what I've been getting every morning. I wake up and I hear, it's time to get up, get active, work out, and it's committing to that time. I haven't done that yet. Started this last 2 weeks, and it's going well, but it's staying with it. So with your husband's health appointment, I would say that this is a wake-up call, and there needs to be shifts and changes for both of you. Going out for walks, getting healthier, and see it as a blessing either way. And whatever the outcome is, whatever a doctor says, they told my daughter, one of my kids, that she would never, she has scoliosis, and that she needed to have her back fused. It was 33%, curvature on her spine. And within 6 months, I had it to 11%, which they said was impossible. They said she would never be able to have children, never bear children, because she had such a curvature and all of this stuff. And I was like, don't you listen to a word that they said. You know that you can turn this around. You know that you have the ability. Okay. And so, within 6 months, we turned it around. And that was through massage therapy, through a lot of curcumin and turmeric, combination of that, and stretching, but really applying pressure, because with scoliosis, when they bend over, you'll see a big bump on one side of the back. Well, that's your muscles all seizing, and it pulls the spine right out of alignment. They don't tell you that, right? But I could see it. Just plain as day right there. So we had to work on that big bump, and every day, 6 months, massage. God, it was tough at first. Putting the elbow in, tears, crying. So same thing with your husband. Whatever is needed, get it done, and turn your whole life around. Okay.
And how about Lacey's hip? She's had some hip issues over the last few days, debilitating. Do you see it resolving with just rest? I have so much to do.
Well, so again, any kind of injury starts with thoughts, starts with your mind. And so if you're thinking, oh, my hip, forgive me, anything that happens with your hip, your knees, your ankles, your feet, it's motion. It's moving forward. And so if you're scared about where you're going in life, if you're scared about the direction, there we go. I'm burping again, because that's what I'm feeling from you, is that there is something bubbling up, the fear. And maybe it's being overwhelmed. Like, I got so much to do, and I don't know if I can get it all done. And I don't know, I don't have the help, and blah, 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 blah. Right. So then you start to slow down and your body starts to go into overwhelm. The way to slow you down is to give you hip issues or knee or ankle or foot, right? It could be something like tripping over a stool and rolling your ankle. All of a sudden, boom, you have a legitimate excuse to slow down because your body needs it. Your hip is doing the same thing. It is not killing you. Let's let go of that out of our vocabulary. Oh, my back is killing me. Nothing is killing you. Okay. We're letting that go out of the vocabulary, because if you're saying my back is killing me, your brain goes, oh, something is being killed inside, literally, and it will cause some problems within. So your hip is causing you to have a nice little holiday. And it's causing you to, have a little relaxation on the couch for a little while. Will it heal? Absolutely. When you heal your mind, you heal your body. And so I want you to realize, why is it that your body feels that it needs a rest? It's obvious, isn't it? Because you've been going and your hip is slowing you down because you're just going too fast, too much. So it's nature's way of saying, girl, Lacey, slow down. Okay? That's it.
Yep, absolutely. Change your thought, change your mind, change your world, Lacey says.
One last thing to this, and you can stay with me, Glenn, is I had a client a couple weeks ago, and she had a hip issue, and the doctor told her that it was bone on bone in the hip, and there was no cartilage material left, and she needed a hip replacement, blah, 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 blah. And I looked in and I went, I don't see that at all. So I taught her how to muscle test. I told her, I said, I don't see bone on bone. No. And she goes, no, they told me. And I said, did you see the x-rays? Well, no. Did you see the MRI? No. Whatever it was, the testing. And I said, so he just told you that it's bone on bone? Yes. And I said, can you stand up, please? I'm going to teach you how to muscle test. So taught her how to muscle test. And I said, now ask yourself, is your hip bone on bone? Is all the cartilage in the material gone? Is it just bone grinding on bone? Yes or no? No, it wasn't. So is there cartilage material there? Yes. So do you need a hip replacement? No. There you go. So her body was able to tell herself the confirmation that she didn't need that, right? So often, when we go to professionals, it's best to muscle test. It's best also to listen to yourself, I think, and as a second opinion, but also get a second opinion always.
Wonderful. Morgana mentioned, because you mentioned booking a session with her with dealing with past childhood trauma. Says, thank you, Carrie. Finances are rough for me as an elder and a pension. I'll see if I can manage to have that session with you. And
well, remember, Morgana, it's in Canadian funds, right? So if you're abroad, especially, it's much cheaper, right?
Yeah.
So
one more question. And this one from a viewer that's been with us quite a while, and that is Miss Fiji. Remember Miss Fiji?
Hey, gosh, haven't heard from Miss Fiji for a while.
Bula, is that how you say it? Bula, Carrie.
Bula,
Carrie. Q. I have I just been back to work after 3 weeks vacation.
Nice.
Is it to do with retrograde that my best friend and a good colleague are not talking to me and throwing jealous looks?
Oh gosh, yeah. You stand out. You are an interesting person that I don't know. I think some friends, it goes back to seasons. Some are with us for a reason, some are with us for a season. And perhaps the season is up, right? something happened while you were gone, and whether it was gossip or something transpired while you were gone, that you weren't here to resolve it or stick up for yourself. And I think there were things said that you don't know about. So that's the source, I think, because what I see is I see them and I see communication. Whether it was it's funny because I don't think it was direct. I feel like it's energetic, but everyone was kind of hearing something or feeling something that was outside of you. And maybe it is that they're jealous that you were on a holiday for 3 weeks, right? That could be it. But
Yeah,
it feels, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, you know how we talked about his highness and having that just energy. I see a bright light with Miss Fiji. I just see her
Totally.
shine. And I think when she left work, her colleagues, hey, we're the bright lights in the workplace now. And then she comes back with all her light, and then it's like, oh, now taking the attention again, and not taking it, purposely and flirting and that kind of stuff, but just the
No.
energetic light that she brings into the workplace. I
Yeah.
think that's what they're jealous of. And I don't know, I could be completely off base, but that's kind of
No,
how
no,
I
no.
see Miss Fiji.
That's exactly. Yeah, I would agree with that. You're hired.
There you go, Miss Fiji. So keep shining your light, keep doing what you're doing. Don't let other people get you down, because you bring so much positivity just by being in the workplace.
And are they really your friends? That's
Yeah.
the other question, because true friends, yeah, they love you unconditionally and they let you shine. They want you to shine. Yeah. It's all good.
Okay. We got one late one. Let's just do it. Go through it quickly here, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Should I sell my house?
Sorry, that's the card that came up, and it was backstabbing. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like wah around it. So you're definitely standing out of the crowd, and that's a good thing. So stand out, because you are the one that's in the spiritual alignment, and you're really growing. Okay, Miss Fiji. So it's all good. Don't worry.
Yep. Carla, hi, Carrie. Should I sell my house to avoid losing it, or when will my finances improve?
You're really in a pickle, aren't you? Okay, so should you sell your house? Feels like you're selling yourself. And that was a bit of a Freudian slip. It's like, a piece of yourself is being sold to avoid losing it. So I would put it on the market, and one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to sell it, or your finances is going to increase, and then you can take it off the market. But definitely, do you need to sell the house? Yes or no? That's a really strong yes. And is this bringing you on a different path that you're supposed to be on? Oh, that's through the ceiling. Yes. So is it in your best interest to sell right now? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So again, it's in spiritual alignment, and it's like you're leaving the office as well as the house, or maybe a new job is coming, new office position is coming. I had the same thing happen. I don't know if you guys know my story about just before the end of the Mayan calendar. I had a house that I owned for 8 years. It was right across from my kids' school. Everything was really great. The kids would come home at lunch hour. It was beautiful. And I had never lived in any house for 8 years. It was usually 2-3 years. I was moving constantly, either, as a military brat or as a land developer builder. And so I missed one mortgage payment, and boom, they were foreclosing on me with one mortgage payment. Not supposed to happen. But I looked at that and I thought, okay, there's a reason for this. And that's what, when you ask the question, I actually saw my experience. And so I get from my experience that this is all happening for a reason for you. I needed to actually sell my house in order to have 100,000 profit that I could then finance another legal battle at the end of the Mayan calendar, which probably saved this planet, if nothing else. It sounds so crazy, but everything happened for a reason. And so that's what I want to say to you. You are having the financial difficulties because you're supposed to be leaving the house, it feels like, which you love. And so there's a resistance there, but you need to let it go, honey. And because there's something else that's coming your way that is really great. Okay.
Thank you so much, Carla. I'm glad we could get that in. Vinaka, Carrie.
Yeah, Vinaka, you're welcome, dear.
Okay, well, we are on almost the 2.5 hour mark, which again is par course for us. And, such an amazing community with so many positive comments and questions. And man, I had a hard time keeping up with the chat today, and that's a good thing because you guys, your contributions have just been wonderful. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for all the love and all the light that you've been sharing over the past little while. And we're back on Friday at the usual time, 11 o'clock Mountain. And in terms of what we're going to talk about, Carrie, you mentioned it earlier, funny, I finished the book.
You did?
And you know what the funny thing is about 2 weeks ago, I got up to, because the way your book is set up, it's after you're done, there's still a section, like there's still other stuff. So I got up to, like a couple weeks ago, I got up to, see if I can find it here without showing too much, but I got up to the chapter that says, I think it's chapter 23 that says, chapter 23, the gift.
Yes.
I got up to that 2 weeks ago and I thought, okay, there's still a fair bit there. And I just didn't get around back to it. Little did I know that there were only 2 pages left.
Yeah, the gift is only 2 pages, but what a freaking gift it is, hey?
So a couple days ago, I thought, okay, I'll continue on. And I read the 2 pages and I'm like, oh, that's the ending. And I'm like, I could have had this done 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you needed to. You needed to.
I won't spoil it, but it was a very powerful ending. And again, I recommend if anyone has not picked this up, go check it out. And how about Friday, Carrie? It's been, I think, 5 years now, a little more than 5 years that you've released this book. How about how about we talk about it? Some of the things. I have questions, and maybe chat has questions.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
Let's do kind of a book review and pick Carrie's brain. Those you in chat that have read it, think of some questions you might have from the book. And a little spoiler, because we probably won't reveal the ending. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Does everyone have a copy of the book? What I'm thinking is, instead of this Friday, which is only 2 days away, can we give everyone time to buy a copy, read it, and then be on the same page and be able to ask the questions that they want to know about the book? Yeah. So that would be
maybe we can do it the following week after or something.
Well, the following week we're not here.
Oh yeah, we're Friday. Not on. So
and that's perfect. That'll be 2 weeks. 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So this Friday, what are we going to talk
about? Read it last night. Excellent. Lacey says she wants to read it, doesn't have a copy yet. Okay, so if we 2 weeks, let's give everyone that 2 week warning, because we probably still won't reveal the ending when we talk about it, because
it's so
some people will not have read it. But at least we can talk about some of the things in the book. So yeah, that'll be fun. Like I said, I have a lot of questions and want more details about some of the things that you experience, and I'm sure chat does as well. So
yeah, it's really beautiful. It's funny because I often say that I was a co-writer with Christ or with God or Jesus. It was God that co-wrote it with me, and as I'm writing it longhand, I was coming to the last bit and I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Oh yeah. And oh my God. And then as I wrote the last words, it was like, wow. Oh, that's just so beautiful. Like,
especially the answer to one of your questions earlier that someone had.
Today. I know.
Yeah. And so
they got to read the book.
Yeah. Read the book, folks. Give you a couple of weeks here, and then we will do a decode on the 5 lessons of life. That'll be fun.
So you can go to my website and get the link for purchasing it through Amazon. But you can get it Barnes and Noble, Waterstone in the UK, Chapters, Indigo online, right? Walmart online.
Kindle, you got the Kindle version here for $10, so
Yeah.
you can pick that up as well. And that's $10 Canadian, so it'd be cheaper in American prices too.
For sure.
So yeah,
for
please
sure.
do, because that'll be a fun conversation, and it's good to revisit after 5 or 6 years of writing it.
Yeah.
Well, let's end off. I don't know what song we're going to play. Again, we'll test everyone's psychic abilities here on the wheel. What are we going to end off with today? We've got all these songs on the left-hand side.
Yep.
See if anything resonates for you folks in chat. What will the Wheel of Destiny of music come up with today? Will it be I Remember Me? Will it be Let's Not Say Goodbye, which was the one from last week? No, last week it was If I Return From Above, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Will it be
She's Heaven Sent, or
7 Cents?
Yeah.
What will the wheel? We're going to shuffle
Shine
it
on.
7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So on your mark, get set, go. Spin that baby. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There you go. This was a popular choice last time we did it. A couple people said it's going to be the female I Remember Me, which is very appropriate. We talked about the 5 lessons of life, and that's what this song is kind of based off. And it's from the female perspective, Carrie. That's kind of spooky.
I know. And I love this one. I started writing a Broadway play to go with this song. It's so magical, so beautiful. It's about basically my near-death experience and having a conversation with God. And they were saying, your time's not up yet. You got a lot to give. And in that moment, I decided to live. And so it is.
Thank you all. We'll see you soon.
Much love, everyone.
I Remember Me, the female version.
I left this world with tears in my eyes, but heaven held me in the softest light. Angels gathered around, no need to speak. They knew the weight I carried, the soul beneath. I saw my life like 1,000 flames, burning through the years I tried to blame. But in that silence I found grace, and every broken moment fell into place. And I remember me, not who I was, but who I came to be. Through the dark, through the storm, I finally could see that love never leaves, and pain doesn't own the heart that chooses to come back home. I faced the fire, I walked the sea, and now I stand in truth. I remember me. There was a man with eyes like gold. He showed me things I'd never been told. Said your time's not done, you've more to give. It's not just about surviving, it's learning how to live. I fell to earth with open hands, stronger now than I'd ever planned. With every the sea, and now I stand in truth. I remember me.
Oh, I wasn't too sure if you were coming back.
Takes a while. I'm glad there's some silence at the end because the song is just so powerful and that voice is just so powerful that
Isn't it?
yeah, so beautiful. What does the universe want to tell us, Carrie, to end off here?
Yeah, it's all about, our connection with self, connection with spirit, connection with each other. So, I was thinking about, will the relationship end amicably? Who's to say it's ever ended, right? We are forever connected. And yeah, it's just feeling that joy within, that you even have the opportunity to share experiences with each other, whether they're good, bad, or ugly. It doesn't matter, because in the end, they're all good. When we get to the other side and we look back, we're going to be like, wow, we had some amazing experiences, that look at how it helped us grow. Wow. And that's what I think it's all about.
Beautiful message, Carrie.
I remember me.
We'll be back on Friday. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. We'll come up with something.
I
We'll
know.
take a look through the emails and see if you sent any questions to Tammy. And please still do, if you have any topics that you would like us to address.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
you in
what
the
I was
back.
just gonna say.
You burper.
I was just going to say that.
burper in the
My
back.
burper. I'm the burper. Hello. That's what I was just going to say. If you guys can give us some suggestions here about what you would like us to address this Friday, which is only 2 days away. We're flying by the seats of our pants. What do you want us to talk about? Yeah.
It's
There's
hard to tell because current events is always a popular thing, and there are some things going on right now. I think we should address some of the things going on in the world. We don't want to spend, every episode on current events. However, it's been a while, and maybe we can get some readings on some of the things happening. So I think that could be a big part of the show. And then if you guys have anything, please send them to Tammy. Don't post them here because we may lose track of them, but it's always good if you email Tammy, and Carrie and I will talk about it somehow, some way. Okay.
Yeah.
Carrie,
Admin
come
at
upstairs.
Carrie Kohan.
Come up. We need to talk. Yeah.
All the way from England. Yeah.
Well, Air
Come
Canada
upstairs.
is back on, so you could always take a flight, and we could have a business meeting. Yeah, for sure.
That's
okay.
true. Okay, so admin again is with Tammy, admin at carriekohan.com, or go to the website carriekohan.com for all of the bookings and stuff. Okay. Yeah. But what a pleasure it's been. Much love to everyone. Thanks for watching. Are you gone, Glenn?
Yes, I was. Okay, do you have to get the last word in?
Yes.
Can I have the last word? Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening.
Oh, it's killing me. You know that.
Hey, Carrie. Do I need to mute you again? Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much, Carrie, for everything you gave us today.
Thank you. Bye.